name is Nicole, and I will be guiding you through a heart-opening slow flow. So we're going to start our practice today in a comfortable seated position. If you do have any tightness in the lower back and the hips, you can feel free to prop yourself up onto a block or onto a cushion. We'll give you a little bit more space in the body to sit comfortably. So just take a moment to find that comfortable position. Just letting the hands rest comfortably on the side, thighs. Taking a deep breath in, feeling the spine lengthening, the heart lifting. Letting the shoulders just slide back and down as you exhale. If it feels comfortable, gently closing the eyes. And beginning to draw your awareness to your breath. Begin to lengthen inhales and exhales. Following the movement that each breath brings into your body. Noticing as you inhale, the rib cage gently lifting and separating. Your body beginning to open, forward and back, side to side. Notice with each breath out how there's a natural softening. The belly gently drawing in towards the spine. Feel your shoulders releasing. Noticing the support of the earth beneath you. Beginning to fill up and empty out completely with your breath. As you exhale, start to draw your navel in towards the spine. Just noticing how that motion releases every last drop of air. Transitioning now into your Ujjayi breath. Gently constricting the front of your throat. Using the same muscles you do to whisper. Following now the gentle vibration and sound of each inhale and exhale. Allowing every breath to root you in this present moment. Every breath to deepen your connection to you. Gently opening the eyes with your next inhale. As you breathe in now, reaching the arms up overhead, looking up. Exhaling, drawing the hands to prayer at heart center. Doing that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up, look up, fill up. Exhaling, hands to the heart. A big breath in here, fill up as much as you can. And as you exhale, draw the hands to heart center, pausing here. I'm going to inhale now, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, palms of the hands turn out as the arms float down. 2 more breaths. Inhale, reach. Feel the shoulders relaxing as you sweep the arms down with your exhale. Last breath here, inhale. And now as you exhale, bringing the hands onto the thighs. Take a breath, lift the heart up. As you breathe out, roll the shoulders back. We're going to inhale, seated cat-cow. Draw the chest forward. As you exhale, belly in, rounding the spine, chin to chest, pushing through the back body. Inhale, open, lift the heart, shoulder blades slide down. Exhale to round. Last breath here, inhale. Exhale. And with your next inhale, bring yourself back to a neutral spine. As you exhale, we're going to transition ourselves onto all fours, coming into tabletop. So take a moment just to make your way there. Stacking, shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Spread your fingers wide, mainly running down through the knuckles of your fingers. Take a deep breath in here, lengthen. Then as you exhale, curl your toes under and lift up and back to downward facing dog. Now as you come into down dog, start to pedal out the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Maybe turning your head from side to side to allow the body to settle in. Coming back to center now with your next exhale. Feel the hands pushing the floor away from you, the shoulder blades sliding back. Gaze is either at your navel or in between the feet. And then notice that lift up and back through the hips. That will take weight off of the front of the body. Let your heels sink down towards the earth. Don't worry if they're not coming flat. And remember, you can always have a bend into the knees, keeping that length in the spine, but giving some more space in the legs. Taking one more breath here. As you inhale, now bend your knees deeply, look between your hands. Exhale to step to the top of the mat, bringing the feet hip distance apart. Inhaling, lengthening to your flat back. As you exhale, fold forward. Let the belly release to the thighs, bending the knees as you need to. Even the weight out into your feet. And then if you're comfortable and stable here, grabbing opposite arms or elbows. Nodding the head yes, shaking it no. Maybe gently swinging from side to side if that feels okay for the body. Come back to center with your exhale. Release the fingertips to the floor. Feel the hips lifting as you breathe in, belly hollowing as you breathe out. Inhale, lengthen to your flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Root down through the feet. Now inhale, rise all the way up to standing, reach up. As you exhale, let the hands come to prayer at heart center. We're going to inhale, bring the hands to the base of the spine, just like you're putting them into pockets. Feet are hip distance apart. Roll your shoulders back. Draw the elbows towards each other. And now pull the belly in, scoop the tail under, protecting the low back. Root down through the feet as you inhale. Lengthen the spine, lifting up through the breastbone, maybe lifting the chin as well if that feels okay. Wherever you are here, there's length in the spine, length in the back of the neck. Just notice your inhales, opening the chest, the fronts of the shoulders. Belly's in, tail under as you exhale. Take one more breath here. Exhale, chin comes into chest, bend the knees, releasing into your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen to your flat back. As you exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. Breathe in here, center yourself. Feel free to drop the knees down if you need to. With your exhale, we're going to slowly lower all the way down to our bellies. Bring the tops of your feet to the floor, elbows in, tail to the heels. As you inhale, baby cobra, lifting the chest, no weight in the hands. You can always lift the hands up here if you wish to. Deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale to come down. As you breathe in, bring weight into the hands. Push yourself back to your child's pose. Knees a little bit wider than the hips, toes to touch. Hips to the heels as the forehead releases to the earth or to a block or cushion. Feel the spine lengthening as you breathe in. Noticing the compression in the forehead, the hips, belly as you exhale. Next breath in, slowly rising up to all fours. Back to your tabletop. Take a moment to set up. Deep breath, lengthen. Curl the toes under as you exhale, downward facing dog. Find your center. Every inhale lengthens the spine and lifts the hips. As you exhale, head is heavy, the heels sink to the earth. Deep breath in here, right leg lifts up, strong and straight, toes face the floor. As you exhale, bring your right toes onto left heel. You're adding weight, helping that heel to sink down towards the earth. If you're looking for more here, really push the floor away from you, lift the hips up and back. Breathe deeply into left leg from the sole of the foot, right into the hip. Last deep breath in. Empty out completely with your exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Downward facing dog, exhale. Full breath. Left leg lifts as you breathe in. Toes face the floor, leg is strong. Exhale, toes onto right heel, helping the heel sink to the earth. If you want more, really lift the hips up and back. But keep pushing the floor away from you with the hands, shoulders away from ears. Last breath. Inhale, left leg lifts. Downward facing dog, exhale. Full breath. Inhale, bend your knees, look between the hands. Exhale to the top of your mat. Find a flat back as you breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Come all the way up, reach and rise, breath lifts you. Exhale, palms and the hands to prayer at heart center. As you inhale now, bring the arms back behind you. We're going to interlace our fingers. We're going to bend the elbows and turn the knuckles in so they rest against your sacrum or your low back. Legs are strong, belly and tail under. Notice when you scoop the tail, the heart starts to open, elbows squeezing towards each other. Can either stay here, chin into the chest, lengthening the back of the neck, or those of you that wish to, maybe lifting the gaze up to the sky. Wherever you are, keep that length in the back of the neck. Use your inhales to bring more space across the collarbones. Your exhales to root down through the feet. One more breath. And as you exhale, release the clasp in the hands. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees as you need to. Lengthen to flat back, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. Deep centering inhale here. As you exhale, lower with control. If it's available, come to a hover. Inhaling, tops of the feet to the floor, lifting to up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, exhale. Deep, full breaths. Feel every exhale centering you, calming you. Inhaling, right leg lifts up. Hold it here, left heel sinks to the floor. Take another deep breath in. Then as you exhale, bring the right foot in between the hands. Help it along if you need to. Lengthen as you breathe in, shoulders back. We're going to release that left knee down onto the floor as you breathe out. Pat it as you need to. Hands onto your right thigh, lifting yourself up here. Roll the shoulders back. Feel that right foot rooting down, belly and tail under. Now as you inhale, sweep the biceps by the ears. Exhale, palms of the hands turn to face forward, bending into the elbows, cactus arms. Keep the belly and abdominals strong. Option to reach back through the elbows, maybe bringing the gaze to the sky. Just notice that energy in that right foot. It's energetically pulling towards that left knee, opening up the hip flexor even more. 2 more breaths. Use your inhale to reach the arms back up. So let the shoulders soften as you exhale. Breathe in. Exhale now, releasing the fingertips to the earth. On your inhale, we're going to straighten out that right leg, coming up onto the heel, moving into your hamstring stretch. Walk your hands underneath the shoulders. You can always use blocks, books, maybe to bring the floor up to you if it's too far away. Notice lengthening the spine, pulling the shoulders back will get you deeper into the right leg. You're welcome to round and fold if that serves you. Just feel that right hip gently pulling back and dropping down in line with the left. Last breath here. And lengthen, lift the heart as you breathe in. Bending into right knee as you breathe out. Lift the left leg up with your inhale. Step to downward facing dog, exhale. 3 breaths. Find that strong foundation in the hands. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, coming forward to high plank. Option to drop the knees down. As you exhale, slowly lower, elbows come into the ribs. Inhale, lifting, upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, exhale. And relax your jaw. Let your heels release to the earth. Inhaling, lifting left leg up, strong and straight, doesn't have to be high. Let your right heel sink to the floor. Breathe in. Bring the left foot in between the hands as you breathe out. Take a moment, lengthen, lift the heart, and then dropping that right knee down, pat it as you need to. Inhale, hands come onto that left thigh, helping you to lift yourself up. Relax your shoulders, belly in, tail under. Now as you breathe in, sweeping the arms up. Palms face forward, bending into the elbows with your exhale, cactus arms. Your choice how far you're going here. Wherever you are, use your inhales to lighten and lift the upper body. As you exhale, feel that left foot rooting down, energetically pulling towards right knee. Arms sweeping back up as you breathe in. Shoulders softening, exhale. Fill up. Release the hands to the earth now as you breathe out. On your inhale, we're going to come up onto that left heel, lengthening out the leg, making your way into your hamstring stretch. Hands underneath the shoulders. Now notice both sides of the body will feel very different. If you're right-handed, the left side will be noticeably tighter and vice versa. So use your inhales to invite length and space into the leg. As you exhale, left hip is gently pulling back and dropping down in line with right. Just breathe into the stretch. Last one here. Lengthen, lift the heart as you breathe in. Bending into left knee as you breathe out. Right leg lifts up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Feel the navel drawing in towards the spine. Let your heels sink, maybe even spreading the toes, lengthening the legs out more. If you're flowing, inhale, come forward to your high plank. Neck is long, lower, exhale. Inhale, lift, up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, exhale. Good. Inhale, bend your knees deeply. Look between your hands. As you exhale, step or walk to the top of the mat. Feet staying, big toes to touch, heels apart. Lengthen to your flat back as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Full breath. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Come all the way up as you breathe in. Reach, rise, lift. As you exhale, interlacing the fingers, releasing the pointer fingers, sliding the shoulders down the back. Belly in, tail scoops under. So take a deep breath in here, lengthen the spine, lift, and then as you exhale, you're going to start to lean over towards that right side. Your right armpit is drawing forward, belly in, tail under, legs are strong. If this is too much, you can always release that right arm down beside you. Choose the option that serves your body best, but find length in the neck. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Exhale to bend your elbows, relaxing the shoulders. Fire up the legs, engage the abdominals, breathe and lengthen and reach. Exhale, coming over to the left. Left armpit draws forward, neck is long. Option to release that right arm down beside you. Wherever you are, breathe into that right side. Use your inhale to open up the ribs. Exhale, legs squeezing together. Last one. Breathe in, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Separate the feet if you need to. Lengthen, flat back, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. We're going to hold here, moving into modified side plank. Center yourself with your inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, right knee releases underneath right hip. Turn the foot out behind you so that it comes off of the mat, acting like a kickstand. Left foot in line with right knee. As you inhale, reach those left fingertips up towards the sky. Relax the shoulders. Feel the straight line in the body, ears, shoulders, hip, and ankle. Now sweep the top arm overhead, palm down, relaxing the shoulder, neck stays long. If you're back bending, slide left foot in line with right, opening hips and heart to the sky. Reaching the fingertips forward. Rooting down through the knuckles of the fingers on your right hand. One more breath, fill up. Exhale, left hand releases, left leg steps back. Inhale, find your high plank. Engaging the abdominals. Take one more breath. Left knee under left hip as you exhale. Turn the foot off of the mat. Right foot in line with left knee. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Find your center, that straight line in the body. Then sweeping, right arm overhead, palm down, relaxing the shoulder. If you're moving into your back bend, right foot slides back in line with left, belly and tail under, opening the hips and the heart, reaching. Every inhale, invite the light, invite the space in. Last breath, fill up. Exhale, right hand, right foot to the earth. Step to your high plank as you inhale. Slowly lower, chaturanga, exhale. Breathe in, lift. Downward facing dog, exhale. One more breath. Let your heels release, head is heavy. Inhale, right leg lifts, strong and straight. Press your left heel down as you exhale. Breathe in. Exhaling, right foot steps in between your hands. We're moving to high lunge, knees on top of ankle, root down through the feet. Use your inhale to rise up. Now feel free to use your hands as a guide here. You want to have your hips squared to the front of the room, so there's a pulling back of right side, a drawing forward of left. Belly and tail under. As you inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, pinkies in, that will relax your shoulders. Deep breaths here. You're centered, you're strong. Now as you inhale, turning left palm to face the sky, grabbing hold of that wrist with right hand, relax your shoulders. Breathe in here, lengthen the sides of the body if you're moving deeper, pulling on the wrist and gently leaning over towards the right. If you're leaning, same as when we're standing at the top of our mats, relax your shoulders. Breathe into left side. Use the strength of your inner thighs drawing towards each other to stabilize you. Last breath. Come back to center as you breathe in. Separate the hands, relax the shoulders as you breathe out. Inhale. As you exhale, now bring the arms back behind you, interlace fingers or grab forearms. Roll the shoulders down the back and then reach out through the knuckles or the forearms. Those of you interlacing fingers may be starting to draw those knuckles towards left hamstring. Feel the lift in the chest, option to bring the gaze to the sky. Keep scissoring the legs, right hip back, left forward. Last breath here. Bring the gaze back to center as you inhale, arms sweep up. Relax your shoulders, exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, release the hands to the earth. Step back to high plank, inhale, centered and strong. Lower slowly, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Every exhale calms and centers you. Left leg lifts up as you breathe in. Feel that right heel sinking down. Exhale, left foot in between your hands. Take your time, root down, find that stability. Then use your inhale to rise up to your lunge. Turn the pinkies in, relax the shoulders, and square your hips. Feel free to use your hands as a guide here. Notice the strength as that left foot roots you down into the earth, pushing out through your right heel. Breathe. Keeping the belly in, lengthen. On your inhale, now right palm faces the sky. Grabbing that wrist with left hand, relax your shoulders. Breathe in. Option to start to lean over towards that left side, keeping the heart lifted. Using the breath to open up right side body. Notice what's happening with your hips. Are they still squaring forward, left back, right towards the front of the room? Last 2 breaths. Inhale back to center. Separate your hands, relax the shoulders as you exhale. Breathe in. Exhaling now, arms behind you, interlace fingers or grab forearms. Roll the shoulders back, reach in the knuckles or the forearms, maybe towards right hamstring. Feel free to bring the gaze up to the sky if that serves you. Just breathe into this moment. You're centered, you're strong. I'm going to sweep the arms back up now as you inhale. Let the shoulders soften. Deep breath here. Exhale, release the hands down onto the earth. Inhale, step back to your high plank. Next breath in, center. Exhale, lower, elbows in. Inhale, heart open, shoulders back. Exhale to downward facing dog. Last breath here. As you inhale, now bend your knees deeply, look between your hands. Step to the top of the mat as you exhale, feet hip distance apart. Lengthen to flat back as you breathe in. On your exhale, release into your forward fold, belly to the thighs, even the way down to the feet. So you want to see that stacking, hips in line with ankles. If it feels okay, maybe grabbing the heels, the calves, or the hamstrings, drawing yourself in deeply as you exhale, maybe tucking the chin if that feels okay. 2 breaths. If you're moving deeper, do so as you breathe out. Hollow the belly, empty out completely. And lengthen to your flat back as you inhale, shoulders back, neck long. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath all the way up, reach, rise, lift, open the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find your flat back. As you exhale, we're going to step back to lunge with your left leg, big step back. Bend into right knee over the ankle, open the heart. Exhale, left foot parallel to the back of the mat. We're rooting down, coming into warrior 2. Press through the feet, inhale, rise up. So take your time here, look at your feet, straight line, heel to arch. Hips are squared, shoulders right on top of them. When you look over that right knee, you should be able to see your big toe. Feel the shoulders sliding down the back, the energy reaching through the tips of the fingers. And if your shoulders won't relax, feel free to flip the palms to the sky. It will help them to draw down the back. Breathe. Notice your strength in your warrior 2, feet rooting down evenly into the earth. Take one more breath here. And as you exhale, we're going to bring our hands to the inside of right foot. Legs stay exactly as they are. Press down through the feet, lengthen the spine, reach the crown of your head forward, noticing the stretch in right hamstring and right hip. If you want to get deeper, begin to walk your fingertips towards top left corner of the mat. Maybe pulling the shoulders back or releasing the ears in line with biceps if that's available. Deep breaths. Notice the more you lengthen, the deeper you'll get. Being mindful of that right knee, that it's staying right on top of the ankle, it's not moving past. Root down through that back foot, using it as your anchor. Last breath here. As you inhale now, lengthen the spine, look up. With your exhale, walk your hands in, pivot the back foot, and then release that knee down onto the earth. We're going to move into lizard variation. Walking the right foot, heel toeing it to the edge of the mat. So finding your alignment before we move deeper. Knees on top of ankle and it's in line with my right shoulder. We're going to lengthen the spine, opening the heart here. Notice the drawing forward of the hips is what's going to open up the right leg. Now take that right foot, turn the toes just wider than the top corner of the mat. Flex your foot so the ankle stays strong, no bending. You're going to roll to the foot's outer edge so the knee starts to fall open. This should not cause any pain or discomfort. If it does, please push that right foot flat on the floor, rooting down firmly. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, lift the heart. Those of you that have the range, feel free to lower down, maybe onto forearms, or blocks or books, whatever support you have. Just notice as you breathe in, spine lengthens. As you exhale, the hips get heavy, the shoulders roll back. 2 more breaths. Deep breath in. Empty out completely with your exhale. As you inhale, now make your way back up onto your hands. Plant left hand under left shoulder with your exhale. Inhale, right bicep's going to sweep by the ear. As you exhale, right hand either comes to the base of your spine, or for those of you that would like more, bending the back knee, grabbing hold of the foot or the ankle, pulling the heel in towards the bum. Wherever you choose to be, roll right shoulder back, maybe lifting the gaze to the sky. Use your inhale to open up through the collarbones. As you exhale, the belly pulls in and gently towards the right. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, slowly release the right hand back down onto the earth. Inhale to center and lengthen. Exhale, heel toe, right foot in. Left leg lifts up as you breathe in. Step to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Take a full breath here. Hollow out the belly. Then lengthen to flat back as you inhale. Exhaling, right leg steps way back to lunge, making our way to warrior two. Bend into left knee, knee is on top of ankle. Right foot pivots parallel to the back of the mat as you exhale. Rise up as you breathe in. So again, take your time, find that alignment, heel to arch. Left knee's right on top of the ankle, you can see your big toe when you gaze over it. Arms reach up, shoulders relax. Have your gaze soft over that front middle finger. Breathe into your warrior two. Notice the feet rooting down into the earth and energetically pulling towards each other. Take one more deep breath and lengthen the spine. As you exhale, windmill the hands down to the inside of your left foot. Lengthen. Feel that left knee squeezing in towards your shoulder. If this is enough for this side, stay here. If you would like more, feel free to walk your fingertips out. Shoulders back, maybe releasing ears in line with biceps. There's a gentle pulling back of left hip so the knee stays on the ankle. And you're pressing down through the outer edge of right foot, using that as your anchor. Deep breaths here. Last inhale, lengthening. Maybe sinking deeper as you exhale. Now breathe in, lengthen, look up. Walk your hands in as you breathe out. Right foot pivots and that knee releases down onto the mat. Heel toe, left foot to mat's edge. Pause, find that alignment, knee on top of ankle, hugging in towards your right shoulder. Now lengthen, lift the heart. Notice the gentle drag forward of your hips. We're going to turn those left toes a little bit wider than top corner of the mat. Keeping the knee on ankle, ankle strong, rolling to the foot's outer edge. Take another breath, lengthen, lift the heart. If it feels okay for you, there's no pain, releasing maybe onto forearms, blocks, books, whatever's available. It doesn't matter how deep you're going into any of these poses. Just breathe into you. Connect with each inhale, each exhale moving through your body. Last breath here. Now as you breathe in, slowly rise back up onto your hands. Root down through right hand as you exhale. It's right into the shoulder. Inhale, left bicep by the ear. As you exhale, the hand either comes to the lower back, or those of you that wish to, bending back knee, grabbing foot or ankle. Wherever you are, left shoulder rolls back, maybe looking up to the sky if that feels okay. Deep breaths. If you're pulling that heel in deeper, doing so on an exhale. Last breath in. As you exhale, releasing left hand under left shoulder. Center as you inhale. And heel toe, left foot in between the hands as you exhale. Lift right leg up, deep breath in. Step to the top of the mat as you exhale, forward fold. Lengthen to flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Root down through your feet, big breath, rise, reach. We're going to flow right through here. Feel free to back bend at the top if you wish. Exhale, fold forward. Tuck the chin at the bottom of your exhale. Lengthen, flat back, inhale. Plant the hands, step back to high plank, exhale. Center, breathe in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. Deep breaths here, find your center. Use every exhale to let go of any judgments, of any expectations. Just let yourself be here and now, connected to body and breath. On your inhale, come forward to high plank. As you exhale, separate your feet hip distance apart. And take a breath in, lengthen. Moving into full side plank, either on the right hand or on the right forearm, flip your feet so you're coming outer edge of right foot, inner edge of left. If you need to modify, feel free to bring the knee down. Squeeze your inner thighs together, lift the hips. If you're back bending, left leg steps behind right. Knee on ankle, hips lift, heart opens, maybe reaching those left fingertips forward. Keep rooting down through the knuckles of the fingers on your right hand. Abdominals are strong, every breath, expanding and opening body and mind. Deep breath in here. Exhale, left hand releases. Step back to your high plank as you breathe in, centering. Step your feet hip distance apart with your exhale. Inhale. Exhale, side plank, left side. Take your time here. Modify with the knee down if you need to. Squeeze the legs together, lift the hips. If you're back bending, right leg behind left, knee on ankle, open the hips and heart, reach those fingertips forward. Feel the length and strength in your body. Toes and the left foot are pulling forward. Last breath in. Exhale, right hand, right foot releases, center here. Lower slowly, exhale. Breathe in, lift. Downward facing dog, exhale. Walk it out as you need to. With your next exhale, come back to center. One more breath. And to bend the knees deeply, look between your hands. Step to the top of the mat as you breathe out. Find your flat back with an inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Big breath, come all the way up, rise, reach. We're making our way into Tadasana. Bring the palms of the hands through your heart center. Then as you inhale, palms come to face forward. So just take a moment, your choice. Either feet are hip distance apart or big toes to touch, heels apart. Belly and tail scoops under. Roll your shoulders back, reach the fingertips down towards the earth. If it's comfortable here, close the eyes. Notice the strength in the legs as the feet root down. It's almost as if the inner thighs or the legs are rotating towards each other. Notice the energy flowing through you. Feel yourself strong, tall at the top of your mat. Very gently opening your eyes. We're going to make our way into dancer's pose. Starting to bring all of the weight into your left foot. Left hand comes onto the hip. You're going to bring your right hand out, just like you're holding a tray, palms facing the sky. Thumb is towards the wall behind you. We want to make sure that we're not turning this wrist in any way so we can open up the shoulder. And if you can't reach, you can always use a strap and just bring that over your shoulder and hold on to that there. Okay? So start to root down through that left foot. When you're ready, reach those right fingertips to the earth. Thumb is still behind you. Bending the right knee, scoop the foot up from the inside, thumb on the big toe mound. You might have to just kick and grab the foot. Once you're here, squeeze your inner thighs together. Belly and tail under, abdominals are strong. Inhale, either grabbing a wall with your left hand if you need support, or bring the bicep by the ear, shoulders softening. This is a beautiful dancer's pose. Feel free to stay here. Those of you that want to move deeper into your back bend. As you inhale, the heart lifts, reaching out through left fingertips. As you exhale, kicking back into your right arm, allowing the shoulder to open. Breathe and lift, right hip, right shoulder drawing forward. Exhale to kick. Keep squaring the body forward. Deep breaths. Last one here. Push your left foot into the floor as you inhale. Come all the way back to center. Hold. Squeeze your inner thighs together with your exhale. Breathe in. Release as you breathe out. Give everything a little bit of a shake if you need to. And then make your way back to your Tadasana or mountain pose. Root down through the feet. Legs are strong. Belly and tail under. Relax the shoulders. Maybe closing the eyes, a little tuck to the chin. Deep breaths. Use those exhales to let go of what you've just done. Releasing any judgments. any expectations of what's to come. Just feel every inhale lengthening you through the crown of your head. With every exhale, you're centered, strong on your mat. Gently open the eyes as you breathe in. As you breathe out, we're going to start to root down now through the right foot. Right hand comes onto your hip. As you inhale, left hand comes out to the side. Palm is facing out, thumb towards the wall behind you. Use a strap or a towel if you need to when you're ready. Bending left knee, scooping the foot up from the inside. Once you're here, inner thighs pull together. Abdominals are strong to support you. Breathe in, right bicep by the ear, touching a wall for extra support. Relax that shoulder. If you're moving deeper, every inhale lifts, opens the heart. As you exhale, the shoulders pull back and you're kicking into left hand. Keep left hip and left shoulder drawing forward so the body stays squared. Every inhale lifts and lightens. 2 more breaths. Push down through right foot with your exhale. Slow and controlled, come up as you breathe in. Squeeze inner thighs together as you breathe out. Inhale. Release with your exhale. Shake it out if you need to. Back to the top of your mat. Come into your Tadasana, take a breath. Feel your feet rooting down. Now as you inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to flow through from here. Lengthen to flat back, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. Breathe in, centered and strong. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. 3 full breaths. Emptying out completely with your exhale. Last deep breath in. As you breathe out, releasing your knees to the earth. Transitioning yourself into child's pose, knees wider than the hips, toes to touch. Let your hips sink back towards your heels. Forehead releases to the earth, pillow or block. Now those of you who need more of a release in the back of the body, as opposed to having the arms forward, you can always have them beside you. This will cause a little bit more rounding in the spine. So the forehead comes down and then the hands just release. If this is uncomfortable, you can bring your hands forward, use them as a pillow, extend them out. Now as you inhale here, feel the muscles in the lower and mid back, just expanding and opening with the breath. As you exhale, you're letting go of the effort, you're softening, you're releasing. 2 more here. Empty out completely. As you inhale, bring the palms of the hands down onto the floor. Next breath, root down through your hands and slowly rise up. We're going to transition to seated. So making your way onto your bottom, and again, same as earlier, if you wish to, you can always come to sit on a block. You can always come to sit on a cushion, whatever serves you. So as we come into seated, we're going to take a moment and just move the fleshy bits of our bottom out of the way, allowing the sit bones to firmly root to the earth. Let's bring the soles of our feet together. Outer edges of the feet come onto the mat. Rather than drawing the heels close into the groin, we're going to leave the legs into more of a diamond shape. Taking a passive stretch, this will get you deeper into the hamstrings, hips, and inner thighs. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, lift the heart. If it feels okay as you exhale, hinging at the hips, begin to come forward. You're welcome to round. Those of you that would like to bind, palms of the hands come under the calves, but without grabbing, just letting the fingertips relax. Maybe letting the head be heavy. Listen to your body here. See that place that feels best for you. And if you do start to feel a lot of tension or pulling in the hip flexors, usually just bringing the heels in an inch or 2 will help that to release. Then wherever you are, let the shoulders relax. See if you can allow any effort or tension to be released from the legs as you breathe out. Noticing that that will allow the muscles to lengthen a little bit more. 3 more breaths here. fill up completely with your inhale. Empty out completely with your exhale. As you breathe in, release the bind in your arms and slowly roll up. Just take your time here. Bring the hands onto the thighs, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. And then we're slowly going to draw those knees together. We're going to make our way all the way down onto our backs. So center yourself on your mat. And we're going to start with the feet just a little bit wider than the hips. Have the knees resting against each other. Walk the feet out as wide as you need to accomplish this. It's going to let your lower back release into the floor. The head comes down, shoulders shimmy underneath you, and there's a little tuck to the chin so you can feel length in the back of the neck. Just bring the palms of the hands to face the sky on the floor beside you. As you exhale, feel that softness, that weight of the sacrum and the lower back starting to release down into the earth. Taking one more breath here. As you inhale now, separating the legs out, keeping the feet wider than the hips, and if it's available, maybe walking the heels in a little bit closer to your bottom. As you inhale, bring your arms out to the sides, option to bend at the elbows, cactus arms. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, the knees fall to the right side of your mat. Now, if this twist bothers your back at all, you're going to stack your knees right on top of each other. It's a lot gentler for the spine. You can always bring support of a pillow or a blanket in between your legs if needed. Those of you that are working with your legs separated, if you'd like more, right ankle hooks on top of left knee. Feel the shoulders melting. Maybe bring your gaze over left shoulder. Feel the navel pulling into spine as you exhale to lengthen out the left side body. It will help you to wring out a little bit more. You have your ankle crossed. As you exhale, release it. Inhale, bring the knees back to center, gaze back to center as well. Adjust the feet as needed. And take a deep breath in. With your exhale, the knees fall to the left side of the mat. Again, listen to your body here. Maybe gaze comes over right shoulder, maybe crossing ankle over knee. Just breathe into all of that space that you've created. Every exhale, the shoulders melting. Just feel that gentle wringing out of body and mind with each breath. If your ankle is crossed, as you exhale, release it. Slowly bring the knees back to center. Drawing them into the chest now as you exhale, just a final release for the spine. Take a little rock from side to side, maybe circling the hips and the sockets. Whatever feels good to your body here, just letting go of any tension in the muscles. And noticing all of the space, all of the change that you've been able to cultivate since you began your practice such a short time ago. With your next exhale, draw the inner thighs together, wrapping your arms around the legs. Take a deep breath in, shoulders back. Exhale, nose to the knees. Give yourself a great big hug. Squeeze in here. Thanking yourself for all of the work that you've done here today. As you inhale, release head, shoulders, soles of the feet to the floor. We're going to make our way into our final Shavasana, our final relaxation. If there still is any tenderness in low back, feel free to have the knees bent. Otherwise, legs extend, toes to the sides. So take a moment to settle. Shimmy the shoulders underneath you. Little tuck to the chin, palms come to face up. And just take your time as you slowly start to release all of the effort. Just notice your body getting heavier and heavier against the earth. All of your muscles softening. There's nothing left for you to do. And there's nowhere else you need to be. Just let go. Enjoy these few moments of rest. very gently bring your awareness back to your breath. Becoming aware of your body, the space in which you rest. And place both hands just to rest over your heart center. Feeling the gentle movement of the breath beneath your hands. Acknowledging all of the space and the opening, the light that you've brought into your heart center. Just thanking yourself for your effort, for your energy. Namaste.